What a refreshing drink. Welcome to episode 4 of Scarified by Racer X. Let's take a look. Once again, just going to reiterate the tuning: E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, E flat. Get yourself in tune and we'll get started. Alright, so we're just going to go into the little run that follows the solo that leads into that silly riff that follows there. So I'll go through it slowly. Alright, so what I've got here is I'm starting from 14 of the 5th. I'm going 14, 16, 18. And then I play 14 of the 4th. Then after I hit 14 of the 4th, I'm just reversing down 18, 16, 14 on the 5th string. So I'll play that slowly. Okay, when I get to that point, I just want to work straight up the scale, which is just going 14, 16, 18 on both strings. All together. Okay, then after that I work into this. So this is all in and out kind of legato ideas. I'm playing 15, 16, 18, and then reversing backwards. So I go 15, 16, 18, 16, 15. And then I work it forwards again. So then it's going to go 16, 18. Altogether we should have 7 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I just end on 16 of the 2nd string. So all together, nice and slow, this whole little leading chunk. Okay, so I just want to have a look at this little ridiculous riff after the big run, after the solo, this little bit here. I'll play it for you at full speed and then we'll slow it down. And then we lead into that, all that other stuff. Anyway, won't worry about that just yet. The way I think about this part is a group of 6 and then 2 groups of 8. So I'll explain it as I go. I've got 6 notes, and then I've got 8 notes twice in a row. So let's have a look at the 6 notes and then we'll go through it and you'll sort of see how it all works together. I want to start from 14 of the 4th string. I'm going to play 14, 16, 18 on the 4th string. Then I play 15 of the 3rd string rather. And then I want to play 18, 16 on the 4th string after that. That's going to be my first group of 6. Okay, let's have a look at the group of 8 now that I was talking about. We're going to start in a very similar fashion by going 14, 16, 18 on the 4th. Then after that, I want to play 15 of the 3rd to 18 of the 4th string twice. And then just 16 of the 4th to finish that. And that's my group of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and we're going to do that idea twice. So all together we're going to have a group of 6 and then 2 groups of 8. So I'll play it slowly. Hopefully this makes sense. Okay, and then we're going to do exactly the same thing again. So we're going to do the group of 6, the 2 groups of 8, and obviously as soon as you hit that pointer finger, you're going to start again. So we're going to go exactly the same thing twice in a row now. So we're going to go 6, 8, 8, 6, 8, 8. Okay, so exactly the same thing twice. The last one's a little bit different. We're going to do the group of 6 and the group of 8 again. And then the last bit goes, so it ends a little bit shorter. So what I want to do here is do the same start again. When I go from 15 of the 3rd string to 18 of the 4th, back to 15 of the 3rd. And that's just sort of the last little group of 6 before the silly run at the end. So it'll go. Okay, so let's try that whole last little bit and then we'll put it all together from the start of the whole thing. Okay, let's try the whole thing now. I'll play it a little slower without any breaks. Alright, so let's finish this lesson off. We want to start from 16 of the second string, and we're going to work into this phrase. Let's slow that down. So we're going to go from 16 to the second string. I'm going to hammer 16 to 17 to 19. Then after that, what I've got here is a hammer on from 16 to 18 and then pulling off back to 16 again. That was on the first string, and then I want to jump to 19 of the second string at the end of that. Okay, let's have a look at the next chunk that follows that. So what I'm doing here is I'm playing 16, 19 on the first string, and then what I do here is I want to do a hammer on from 18 to 19, then I pull off back to 18 and then to 16, so it'll go all together that most recent chunk. Okay, and then I want to jump to 19 of the second string after that. So it'll go. Let's try those two little chunks back to back. Okay, after we hit 19 of the second string, it's going to go back down to 16 of the first. So we go to 16 of the first, 19 of the second, and then we go. So I'm going to go through this little phrase. I'm starting from my middle finger, and then I'm hammering to 19 of the second, then pulling off back, and I was going 17, 19, 17, and then pulling off to 16. And that was all in one pick. And then landing on 18 of the third. So it'll go. Let's try the whole thing thus far. Okay, then we go. Alright, so after we've hit 18 of the third string the first time, we do hit it again. I go, which is going 16, 17, 19, all in one pick from the second string. And then I go to 16 of the first, and then I hit 19 of the second. So I go, and then we're going to borrow this phrase again, just going 17, 19, 17, 16 as hammers into pull-offs, and then going to 18 of the third a second time. Alright, let's try the whole thing from the start nice and slow. Then at the end of that I do a hammer on, 16, 17, 19 again, and then I bend it up slowly from 19 and I want to do 4 picks. It's going 1, 2, 3, 4 as they build up. Alright, let's try the whole section. And that is part 4 of the Scarified tutorial. Hope you guys have enjoyed that. Stay tuned for part 5. That will be the last one, I promise. Catch you guys soon.